एक चौक स्टिक दे दी। हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट, हाउ आर यू? Obey your parents always in COVID-19. This year is called COVID-19 year, okay? And mathematics is called COVID-19 also. One who can't solve the sum, then COVID-19 will catch him, okay? भाई सावधान रहो। टॉपिक फ्रैक्शन, डेट May 7/20. Our topic is fraction. Okay, what interesting topic this is. We have discussed so far about the fraction. Classification of fraction. Okay, have you learned the definition? What do you mean by fraction? Apart from whole, apart from whole. That is fraction. Okay, now today we are going in operational system, that is called application of knowledge in the exercise. हाँ, समझ रहे हैं ना आप लोग? कॉन्सेप्ट लर्न किया, एप्लीकेशन का नॉलेज वो कैसे होगा, कैसे अप्लाई करेंगे, तो ओके, समझते हैं ना? तो आज उसमें चलेंगे। वेरी गुड स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम 7, they are very genius. Okay, now students, we are in exercise and trying to solve the first question. First type of question, compare the fraction by using symbol. Take down, compare the fraction, by using symbol. What? Symbol. By using symbols. Okay, greater than, less than, or equal to. Compare the fractions by using symbol. Compare the fractions by using symbols larger than, less than, and equal to. That is comparison. Understanding? Okay, understanding first type of question in fraction chapter. What? Compare the rational by using symbols. Symbols are larger than, less than, equal to. Understood? Okay. Suppose that this is your first question, 7/9 and 8/13. 7/9 and 8/13. You are right. Very good. 7/9 and 8/13. Have you written? Very good. Student, 7/9 and 8/30, how we can say this one is larger? If you are giving me two numbers, 13 and 9, okay, then I can reply easily. 13 is larger than 9. Am I right? Am I right? Are you thinking so? Very good. Because this type of comparison is very simple. Similarly, this type of comparison will be same, simple, but how? After simplification. Okay? Okay? Now, we should try to change these two rationals, these two fractions, having same denominator. Having same denominator. How we can change? How we can change these two fractions, same denominator? By taking LCM. First idea, LCM. LCM of 9 and 13. Take here LCM of 9 and 13. That will be 13 9 ja 117. LCM will be 117. Are you thinking? LCM of 9 and 13 will be 117. Now student, start from here. It means 7 upon 9. What is its meaning now? You will write the LCM in denominator now. Divide this LCM by denominator of the given fraction. So if you divide 113 by 9, you will get 13. Okay. If you divide 113 by 9, you will get 13 because 13 9, oh sorry, 117, not 13. 117. Then you will get 13. Now 13, I mean quotient, okay, you will divide by its numerator 7. Okay, so 13 7 ja 91. Am I right? Now second fraction is 18 upon 13. Second fraction is 18 upon 13. Now in the same way, you will write its denominator 117 because your LCM is 117. Now divide 117 by 13, you will get 9. Okay, am I right? Then you will get 9. Take seriously. Then 9 multiplied by 8, 9 8 ja 72. Okay? Okay? In this way, we will get two more equivalent fraction, one equivalent of 7 upon 9 and another equivalent of 8 upon 13. Okay. Do you know from your concept, equivalent fractions, they are equal. Okay. Now you should write 91 upon 117 and 72 upon 117. Okay. Why we are writing 91 upon 117 instead of 7 upon 9? Okay. And we are writing 72 upon 117 instead of 8 upon 13. Now listen again, student. Confirm yourself. 91 upon 117 is equivalent of 7 upon 9. 72 upon 117 is equivalent of 8 upon 13. What? Okay. Okay. Now these two fractions having equal denominator. Okay. So we can judge. We can decide which one will be larger according to their numerator. Okay. If numerator is larger, then the fraction will be larger. If numerator is smaller, then the fraction will be smaller. Okay? Okay? Play yourself. If numerator will be larger, if numerator is larger, okay, then the given fraction will be larger. If numerator is smaller, then the given fraction will be smaller. No doubt in it now. Concept clear here? Okay. So student, we can say 91 upon 117 is larger than 72 upon 117. But who is 91 upon 117? 7 upon 9. or we can write 7 upon 9 is larger than 8 upon 13. Okay? Okay, student? Have you understood the system? Okay, this is the first method. If you want to take the second method, you can take also. How you can comparison? Okay, this is the second method from the same sum. Okay, sum is 7 upon 9 and 8 upon 3. 7 upon 9 and 8 upon 3. Okay, now student, 7 upon 9 and 8 upon 3 can we decide by cross multiplication? Can be decided by cross multiplication. We should start from here. 7 upon 9 multiplied by 8. 9 multiplied by 8. 9 8 is 72. Okay. And 7 3 is 21. But mind, we should start from here. Okay. Start from here. Then from here. Okay. So 9 multiplied by 8, we will get the product 72, and 3 multiplied by 7, we will get the product of 21. Okay. Okay. Are you thinking 72 is larger than 21? 72 is larger than 21. So 72 is larger than 21. So we can say 7 upon 9 is larger than 8 upon 3 or 13, student. Okay, sorry. 1 minute. Sum is 7 upon 9. We are doing mistake. Listen again. 7 upon 9 and 8 upon 13. 7 upon 9 and 8 upon 13. We should start in cross multiplication. We should start from here. The numerator of the first fraction with denominator of the second fraction. Okay? The numerator of the second fraction with denominator of the first fraction. So 7 13 ja 91 and 9 8 ja 72. Okay. Now 91 is larger than 72. 91 is larger than 72. Okay. So we can say 7 upon 9 is larger than 8 upon 13. In this way, now sure, mind this method, 7 upon 9 and 8 upon 13, these two fractions, okay? And we want to compare them, which one is larger. So we should go in this second method also. First, we will write the two given fractions, 7 upon 9 and 8 upon 13. Then, okay, we should find the product by cross multiply. But how? For the first fraction, we will multiply the numerator by the denominator of the second fraction. Okay? And for the second product, we will multiply the numerator of the second fraction by the denominator of the first fraction. Okay? If product is larger, okay, if product is, first product is larger, then the first fraction will be larger. If the first product will be smaller, then the fraction will be smaller. Understood now these two methods? That is main basic. Okay, you can take help from this method also. Okay. Now second sum, student, related to this. Sum number B. Suppose that you are writing 17 upon 15 and 119 upon 105. Okay. First we should think this fraction is in its simplest form. पहले आपको ये सोचना है कि जो फ्रैक्शन गिवन है सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में है, इसी से डिवाइड हो सकता है. ओके, आई हैव टॉट यू हाउ यू कैन find the fraction in its simplest form, okay, after finding the HCF. So no common divisor between these two except of 1. ये दोनों 1 से डिवाइड होगा और किसी से डिवाइड नहीं होगा. Similarly 119 and 105, we can't divide them, okay, except of 1. It means they are in their simple. Okay, now we should take the previous two method. Oh, second method. You want to declare which one is larger, which one is smaller, or both are equal. So first we are starting because we want to take the second method, product of the numerator of the first fraction to the denominator and denominator of the second fraction. So 17 multiply 105 we should write first. 17 multiply 105. Okay, we should write first. Then numerator of the second fraction, we are checking the second. We are checking the second. So numerator of the second fraction, we will multiply the denominator of the first fraction. So we should write here 119 multiply 15. Come slowly. We are going to check the second method. Okay. Now, can you find the product of these two numbers? 105 and 17. How you can get the product? 7 5 is 35. 3 in our memory. So 3 because 7 0 0. Now 7 1 is 7. 1 5 is 5. 1 0 and 1 1 is 1. Now 5 8 7 1. 1785. Are you thinking this product is right? Okay. You should take the operation yourself also. Don't depend on me. Okay, now write 1785. And now you need the product of second. 119 multiplied by 15. How you can get the product then? 5 9 is 45. 5 1 is 5 4 9. 5 1 is 5. 1 9 is 1 1 is 1 1 is 5. 18. 6 1 7. Then 1. 1785. 1785. Okay. राइट है. ओह, क्लास खराब कर देते हैं ये लोग. मोहन जी जुल्म कर देते हैं. क्लास अच्छा नहीं हो पाता. Hello, students. Okay. We are taking the second method. How we can compare? These two are fraction. Listen again. Ignore the disturbance. 17 multiply 105 and 119 multiply 15. No problem. If you are multiplying the numerator of the first fraction to the denominator of the second, that means you are trying to take the first fraction. Okay? Now, in this way, the product of these two are equal. The product of these two are equal. It means they are equal fraction. They are equal fraction. So we should write here, since 1785 equal to 1785, okay, I am writing 1785 and thinking about the product, okay, so that 17 upon 15 equal to 119 upon 105. Okay? Okay, student? Understood? Now, no problem. You can compare the given fraction. Which one is larger, which one is smaller. Okay, or they are equal. Okay, if you can do this type of sum, finding the LCM in comparison, okay, that is more eligible. That is more eligible, finding the LCM. Okay. Now, student, we should go second type of sum in this concept. Second type of sum. Second type of sum is called arranging the fraction either ascending or descending. Okay? Arranging the fraction ascending or descending. Take down. Arranging the fractions ascending or descending. Arranging the fraction ascending or descending. Arranging the fraction ascending or descending. Now we are going to understand. Okay? Okay? Arranging the fraction ascending or descending. DSCENDING, descending. Arranging the fractions ascending or descending. Okay? They may be differently. In one question, arrange the given fraction in ascending order. In the second type of question, it may be arrange the given fraction in descending order. Okay? So don't mind, they are equal. No problem at all. We are going to write one example here. First sum, suppose that I am giving you some fraction. 4 upon 5, 7 upon 10, 4 upon 5, 7 upon 10, 4 upon 5, 7 upon 10, 11 upon 15, 11 upon 15, and 17 upon 20. 4 upon 5, 7 upon 10, 11 upon 15, and 17 upon 20. Okay, how many fractions are there together? 4 fractions. Okay, here 4 fractions. So LCM method is more eligible. Okay. Now, how we can say which one is the smallest, which one is the largest? We know these two words, ascending and descending. Ascending means we should go lower to higher. Okay. and descending means we should go higher to lower, up down and down up. Okay, if you are thinking either ascending or descending, then you should confirm these two students about these two. Ascending जो छोटा से बड़ा होगा, डिसेंडिंग जो बड़ा से छोटा होगा. Okay, but we are responsible to understand the condition of the fraction according to larger or smaller. Okay, so first we should find the LCM of denominator 5, 10, 15 and 20. Can you find the LCM? Find then, if you are starting from 2, 5, 2 5 ja, 15, 2 10 ja. Now from 5, 5 1 ja, 5 1 ja, 5 3 ja, 5 2 ja. Okay, these two are different factors, then multiply 2 5 ja 10, come slowly, 2 5 ja 10, 10 3 ja 30 and 32 ja 60. Okay, take again the product, 2 5 ja 10, 10 3 ja 30, 32 ja 60. Now write the fraction 4 upon 5. But first we should write the LCM 60. Okay, we are thinking about the first fraction, student. First LCM of denominator is 60. Okay. Now we should substitute the denominator of all the given fraction. Okay. 60. So first fraction is 4 upon 5. But we are writing upon 60 first. Now we will divide 60 by 5. Take my finger. 12 5 is 60. Quotient will be 12. Now 12 multiplied by 4. 12 4 is 48. Okay. Take the first fraction here. How you are writing? Because your LCM is 60. So we will divide the LCM by denominator. 12 5 is 60, check. 12 5 is 60. Now 12 multiplied by 4. 12 4 is 48. So we are writing here 48 upon 60 instead of 4 upon 5. Similar. Now divide 60 by 10. 10 6 is 60. 6 7 is 42 upon 60. Now go in third. 15 4 is 60. 4 11 is 44. So we should write here 44 upon 60. Now for the fourth fraction, 60 divided by 20. Quotient will be 3. 3 multiplied by 17. The product will be 51. 51 upon 60 now. Okay, come slowly and think. What is 48 upon 60? Your answer will be 48 upon 60 is the equivalent of 4 upon 5. Same question. What is 42 upon 60? That is the equivalent of 7 upon 10. Okay. I'm using the simple language minding. Ignore the Hindi always. Suppose that the same question, what is this? This is the equivalent fraction of 11 upon 15. Same question, what is 51 upon 60? 51 upon 60 is the equivalent fraction of 17 upon 20. Now student, these four are the fractions having the same denominator. Can you repeat this sentence yourself? Now these four are the fractions having same denominator. We can decide which one is larger or which one is smaller, which one is the largest, which one is the smallest, okay, by the help of their numerator. If numerator will be larger, okay, then the fraction will be larger. If numerator will be smaller, then the fraction will be smaller. Okay. You are thinking about ascending. So we should select the smallest fraction. If you are thinking about ascending, hello. If you are thinking about ascending, then you should select the smallest first. Which one will be smallest? 51? No, no, no. 44? No, no, no. 48? No, sir. 42? Yes, sir. It means this fraction is the smallest. Okay? Now ask the question yourself. 42 upon 60. What is 42 upon 60? 42 upon 60 is the equivalent of 7 upon 8. Now start for answering. 7 upon 10 is less than, चोंच बनाओ, टांग फैलाओ. छोटा होगा चोंच बनाएंगे और बड़ा होगा टांग फैलाएंगे. ओके, सो 7 upon 10 is less than. अब ये मर गया, अब ये चला गया. Now we are thinking about these three. 1, 2, 3. In these three, which one is the smallest? Oh, 51? No, no. 48? No, no. 44? Yes, sir, yes, sir. It means 44 upon 60 is the smallest now. But what is 44 upon 60? 44 upon 60 is the equivalent of 11 upon, 11 upon 15. Then we should write 11 upon 15. Okay? Then we should use the same sign, less than. Now student, we have only two fractions. अब धीरे धीरे हम लोग भिखमंगा हो रहे हैं. Now we have only two fractions, this and that. So which one is the smaller, 51 or 48? Your answer will be 48. It means 48 upon 60. What is 48 upon 60? Equivalent of 4 upon 5. Am I right? So we should write here 4 upon 5. Less than. अब जो जीता वही सिकंदर, जो लास्ट में बच गया वही होगा लार्जेस्ट. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट, 51 upon 60 is the largest among these. But what is 51 upon 60? I don't know. Sorry, I know. 51 upon 60 is the equivalent of 17 upon 20. So we should write here 17 upon 20. Okay? Okay? In this way, we can arrange the given fraction in ascending order. If you are thinking about descending, then we should start from the largest. Here largest is 17 upon 20. टांग फैलाओ. Then 4 upon 5. टांग फैलाओ. Then 11 upon 15. Again टांग फैलाओ. and then the smallest will be 7 upon 10. Student, this system is representing descending order, and this system is representing ascending order. Manner equal, ढंग बराबर है, okay, but styles different. Understood? Now from today's class, we are able to understand how we can arrange the given fraction either ascending order or descending order. The major concept is, first we should change all the given fraction, okay, in their equal denominator form, okay, after finding the LCM. Thank you. Now, third type of sum, student. Third type of sum, writing the equivalent fraction. Writing the equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction. Writing the equivalent fraction. Writing the equivalent fraction. Writing the equivalent fraction. Okay. Writing the equivalent fraction. Have you written? We are in third lesson, suppose that. Third types of sum. From the same concept, writing the equivalent fraction. Can you guess the style of the question? Write 3 equivalent fraction of this. Write 7 equivalent fraction of that. Write 5 first equivalent fraction of this. This type of question will be understood. Okay. We are taking the first example. Suppose that your question is, write 5 equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5. Okay. Write 5 equivalent fractions of upon 5. Write 5 equivalent fractions of 3 upon 5. How we can write? Can you guess? By the help of dodging table. That will be very simple. Just like junior student from standard 3. But you are in standard 7. Okay. Now how you can give the answer? First you should write the given fraction. Then you should start the dodging table separately for numerator and denominator. If you are multiplying the numerator by 2, then you should multiply the denominator by 2 also. Okay, mind, they will be equal. Now student, 3 2s are 6 and 5 2s are 8. If you want to write the second equivalent fraction, then we should multiply the numerator and denominator by 3. 3 3s are 9 and 5 3s are 15. If you want to write the third, then write first given fraction, multiply both numerator and denominator by 4. 4 3s are 12 and 5 4s are 20. In this way you can do yourself. Do or not? Okay, you can do this type of question in this chapter, fraction. Now, student, fourth type of question. Fourth type of question, finding the sum or difference. Finding the sum or difference. Fourth type. Finding the sum or difference. Finding the sum or difference. Finding the sum or difference. Fourth type of question that may be. Okay, question will ask find the sum, find the difference. Okay, so we are combining these two. Finding the sum or difference. Suppose that a person is asking you, find the sum. 4 whole number 3 upon 4 plus 9 whole number 2 upon 5. 4 whole number 3 upon 4 plus 9 whole number 2 upon 5. Our first traditional method we can apply. 4 4 is 16, 16 3 19, 19 upon 4, then plus 9 5 is 45, 45 plus 2 47, 47 upon 5. Okay. Now, student, we can find LCM 4 and 5. 4 and 5, 20. I am thinking. Divide 20 by 4, 5 is 25. Multiply 19, 95. 5 4 is 24. 47 ja. 47 4 ja. 188. I am thinking. You should find the product yourself. Now, student, add these together. 5 8 13, 9 and 9 18. 1 in your memory. 1 1 2. 283 upon 20. In this way you can write. Okay? 283 upon 20. Now you should divide 283 by 20 because you want to change it into mixed fraction. Okay. So 20, 21 ja 20. 8 is remaining. Now 3, 24 ja 18. Oh, 24 ja 80. So 3 is the remainder. Okay. 3 is the remainder. So you should write your answer 14 whole number 3 upon 20. 14 whole number 3 upon 20. You can write your answer. Okay. Understood. Your special method, student. Can you get the result or sum by this method? We should guess. Or means second method. Second method, you want to find according to your skill. Here, student, 4 whole number 3 upon 4. Okay. Plus 9 whole number 2 upon 5. Here, these two are whole number. These two are whole number. First, we should add the whole number. 4 plus 9. Understood? 4 plus 9 plus 3 upon 4 plus 2 upon 5. Okay? Okay? We are trying to add first whole number, then the proper fraction. Okay? Now add 4 9 13. 4 9 13 plus, can you change these two fractions having equal denominator by finding the LCM? 4 5 जा 20, 4 5 जा 20, 5 3 जा 15, 15 upon 20 plus 5 4 जा 20, 4 2 जा 8, 8 upon 20. Okay. Okay. Now 13 plus 23 upon 20. 13 plus 23 upon 20. But you can change 23 upon 20 in its mixed fraction because this is not proper. Because this is not proper. Because numerator is larger than denominator. 21 ja 20. Remainder will be 3. So one whole number 3 upon 20. Okay. We will write 13 plus one whole number 3 upon 20. Okay. Now student, these two are whole number. These two are whole number. We should add together in this way 14 whole number. 3 upon 20 we can write. That is our answer. Okay. By the following of same method, you can find the difference also. You can find the difference also. Can you find a student? Okay, okay. Now, difference also. Simplify. Simplify means two sums given together, adding and subtraction. We should mind the board mass and try to simplify. Okay? Understood? Some word problem also. Okay, some word problem also. I am trying to give you fifth type of sum. Given in word. Fifth type of sum, student. What should be added to? Suppose that this is your sum. What should be added to? What should be added to? 5 whole number 3 upon 7 to get 12. To get 12. To get 12. What should be added to 5 whole number 3 upon 7 to get 12? What type of question this is? If I am asking you, what should be added to, what should be added to 10 to get 15? Suppose that I am asking you the simple question just like this. What should be added to 10 to get 15? इसका मतलब मैं आपसे पूछता हूं कि आपको 10 में क्या ऐड करना चाहिए जिससे कि आपको 15 मिलेगा? Can you reply? Yes, why not? Because you can give your answer 15 minus 10 equal to 5. Okay. Okay, mind. 15 minus 10 equal to 5. Similarly, in this question, what should be added to this to get that? Okay. It means you want to get the larger number. So, we should add something to the smaller number. Understood? Now, by the same way, you can reply, student, what? 12 minus 5 whole number 3 upon 7. Now 12 minus 5 7 ja 35, 3 38 upon 7. Here 12 means 1. LCM of 1 and 7 is 7. 12 7 ja 84. Okay, you should learn the dosing table also. 7 1 ja 7, 38 1 ja 38. Now subtract. 4 minus 8. Take carry. 14 minus 8 equal to 6. Now 7 minus 3 equal to 4. 46 upon 7. Okay. After dividing 46 by 7, 7 6 is 42. Then 4 is remaining. So we should write 6 whole number 4 upon 7. 6 whole number 4 upon 7. That will be your answer. This is the rough work, student. You should find the operational system yourself always. Because your calculator is new. And my calculator is very, very old. Okay. Down battery, that is called. Okay. Now, student, we should apply the second method also for this type of a special sum. If the question is asking what should be added, but we don't know what should be added, so we can suppose let the addend will be x. Let the addend, the addend will be x. Because we don't know. Let the addend will be x. Okay, mind the question. If you want to do the sum by the help of a special method, then mind the question. What should be added? But we don't know the addend. Then how we can add? Okay, hi bechara. We don't know addend. Then how we can add? So we should take help from variable. भगवान आओ बचा लो. तो भगवान कैसे आएगा? Let the addend will be x. Now student, we have double addend. First addend is given. Second addend is the God in mathematics. Now do the operation. 80 cube. X plus 5 whole number 3 upon 7. And our sum is 12. Our sum is 12, student. X plus 5, 7 is 35, plus 3, 38. 38 upon 7 equal to 12 now. Can you do transposition, student? Transposition. X plus 38 upon 7, go in linear equation and solve it according to class 6. X equal to, now you should write X equal to, first in RHS 12, second in LHS, okay? Subtract 38 upon 7. Am I right? Now subtraction. Now subtraction, LCM of 7 is 7, 12 7 is 84, minus 7 1 is 7, 38. Now subtract 4 minus 8, okay, take carry, 14 minus 8 equal to 6. Now 7 minus 3 equal to 4, so 46 upon 7, that will be the same answer, that will be the same answer. In this way, you can do the sum. Okay. Now you can do. Okay. Okay, student. You should go in your book. Have you taken the book from your school counter? Everybody are responsible now. You should buy the book. Come to school. Okay. And buy your special book. Because class started. Especially. Okay, thank you. All the best. You should try to write some simple question and solve also, because at present time we have no time. This is the time for next class, class 8 of mathematics. Okay. So you will write some similar question in your notebook and try to solve all of them. Thank you. All the